Alright, what's up, guys? Now, I'm probably gonna upset some people in the food industry over this video because I see this conversation way too many times where people are like, why am I not getting good tips? You know, they need to tip me more. They need to tip me $100 million. I'm trying to be, making Bill Gates money with tips and stuff. And they don't say that, but I'm just saying, as an example. But no, people, they'll get mad because they're not getting some crazy tip. And I'm like, fam, for one, you don't know what that person's money situation is. They might only have enough money to, get whatever food that they're getting. Because, yeah, I know that there's those videos where you see people, like food delivery workers where they not even knocking, banging on somebody's door over a tip and stuff. And then it's like, okay, well, you're definitely not going to get a tip now. You sitting there banging on my door and yelling about some tip. If anything, you're gonna catch a bullet, doing some crap like that, because you don't know whose door you banging on. But I'm saying, it's like people, they get that mad over a tip, and it's like, rather than using that anger to record a video or go out on social media, make a tweet or Instagram post, Snapchat, TikTok, whatever it is, why not just find a second job? I'm saying, I'm like, because I had to say that was one of the main reasons when I worked at this cafe. I worked at this cafe for food years, so I have a lot of food, industry experience and stuff. So I worked at this cafe, but at the same time, like, I was still doing YouTube. And then on top of that, I had just partnered up with GEEK. So I'm like, I was taking, and then at one point, I remember a chef that worked at this cafe. So there was a guy, he was on some like freaking Mission Impossible, like heist mission type stuff. No, this dude, how did he do it again? I think he stuck something in the door to prevent it from closing. Came back later on that night. And then, stole like these like 100, like, no, it wasn't like just few, like they were a few hundred. I think when the chef was talking about, I think they were like $300 knives or something like that. I think it was a whole set. But so anyways, I remember coming into work, place was trashed, and I'm like, what happened? And then they was like, oh yeah, we were robbed. And then they took the chef's knives and things. And so I remember the supervisor at the time, she comes up to me and she was all like, hey, would you be okay with giving up your tips for the next few weeks so the chef can get his knives back? I'm like, yeah, sure. I'm not tripping about it and stuff. I was like, I got, money that I'm making from YouTube. I'm like, that's a little side job, but I'm getting good paychecks at this place. So I'm like, I'm not tripping. I'm like, I don't care how long it takes. Nah, man, let's help this man get his knives back. That's how I am when it comes to that type of stuff. Because, no, the thing is this. I'm like, bro, there's even been times where I've been at places, I don't even work there, and I'll help somebody, give them good service, all that stuff. I'm not going to be all like, oh, well, that'll be $5. I'm like, I helped you. No, there was the one time I remember, this is when the Nike store in Seattle used to be open, but I remember this old couple, they came up to me and they was all like, oh, which, shoes would be good for our granddaughter. Bro, I went through that whole wall telling them facts about each and every shoe. I'm like, nah, if you get some Air Jordan 1s, they might be too flat and that might hurt her feet. You're going to want some shoes with some cushioning to them. These shoes, they got cushion, but it's hard. So it's like, her feet is still going to be hurting. These shoes right here, now these shoes are good and stuff. I'm sitting there helping. I don't even work at night. I was on my lunch break and working at a place that I'm not even getting paid to. All I do is service these guys by buying shoes. That's it. So I'm saying, it was one of those things where I'm like, I ain't go up to them being like, oh, that'll be $20 since I helped you guys get these shoes. I went on about my business. I hadn't seen them old people since. All right, I hope the granddaughter liked the shoes. I hope she starts her WNBA career with those shoes and stuff. But anyways, yeah, but it's one of those things where I'm like, bruh, I don't, tips, at least for me, tips I don't care about it, and I know people gonna probably be all like, oh, well, you probably are making good money. I'm really not. I'm making, survival money and stuff. I'm making enough to survive. Like, that's my money situation. I'm just trying to survive at this point. But the thing is this though, it's like, I'm not going to waste my time going out on social media arguing about why I'm not getting good tips. No, I'm just gonna work. When I felt that I wasn't making enough money, I'm like, okay, I started up, OBS. I recorded a gang of videos. I did a bunch of different streams, doing a bunch of different TikToks. This is just with content creating. And then I'm like, oh, now I'm making good money. So you got to work in order to make money. Wow, it's so obvious, but and it's like, people, just work. Okay, that's overall the whole point that I'm trying to make work. You got to get a second job. You got to get a third job, fourth job. You got to work jobs throughout the whole 24 hours of the day. Do that, okay? But at the end of the day, it's like, don't be on social media yelling about how you ain't getting no good tips. I'm like, you don't know what that person's money situation is. And then it's like, then be on some stuff where it's like, if you go out somewhere, right, and then somebody's ambushing you over some tips, you're gonna look at them like they're crazy and things. You're gonna be like, bro, what's wrong with you? They know, like I'm saying, scenario, okay? Let's just lay out this scenario right now. So you go to let's say Red Lobsters, okay? You go to the best Red Lobsters in the whole wide world, right? You go there, you order a lobster, you eating on this lobster, grubbing all that stuff, drink your soda, because that'd just be weird to eat lobster and not have no drink on the side. So soda, alcohol, beverage, whatever. This person is giving you an Oscar award winning service. They done rolled out the red carpet, they done gave you a massage, they done played on some classical type music, they done did everything possible, bro. They took some like weird sage type stuff and swirled it around on the side of your head to get rid of bad energy and things. They done went above and beyond with that service, and now they done looked at you and said, I would like $100 tip. Do you have $100 to no. Let's really raise the bar. They want $1,000 tip. After all that stuff, you only have enough for that lobster and the drink, okay? Is the bread free? I think no. I think you gotta pay for the bread. Regardless, okay? They want that much money. You gonna be looking at them like, bro, I only got enough for this meal. So what you gonna do? You gonna go to the you gonna try to reason out something with your bank so they could get $1,000 tip, or are you gonna go on about your business and give them the tip that you can provide out? It's funny how people. And I guarantee, and the funny thing is like, because the whole motivation behind this video is I saw this video on Twitter of this girl. She was mad at the fact that I guess like, yeah, somebody had came through her restaurant, wherever she worked at, and paid for like a group of people, but only left her a $5 tip. And it's like, I guarantee and I promise you, she's that main one. She might give out tips, but you're not giving the tip that person. I guarantee and I promise you, if they had any dollar amount on how much for the next tip that they got, okay, the dollar amount on what they would get for their next tip, I guarantee and I promise you, you're gonna have people, and it's any dollar amount. I'm saying like any dollar amount. Like you say, okay, I want $2.5 billion. You sitting down thinking, oh, that's never gonna happen. Ain't nobody gonna come through here and give me no $2.5 billion and stuff. All of a sudden, Bill Gates, he comes through, and you treating him like any other customer. You cool with them, respectful, all that stuff. This man, he's all like, okay, he's like, you know what? Let's go to the bank. You all like, I don't know how this is, because okay, you know what? Let's just see how this goes. This man done deposited $2.5 billion into your bank. Because if that's me, I'm gonna be looking like, You did this, didn't you? I was like, you just put dang, I ain't got to work another day in my life. I probably would cry. It's one of those things. I'm like, my heart would have started beating really fast. Probably, would have had like a really bad panic attack, because I'm like, what just happened right now? I'm saying any dollar amount. All right, I guarantee and I promise you, people gonna be saying some crazy amounts. Do you think the next customer or whoever, if they don't got that money, it's like, then what are they supposed to do? Work and keep working? They gotta be the ones to go out there and get 2 jobs just so they can give you a good, decent tip? I ain't hearing that. I'm like, people, which you guys need to, these people that keep going on social media or wherever, and they start yelling about tips and stuff, what you need is a second job or a good paying job, whatever the situation is. But you guys gotta stop doing these tacky things, going out on social media or wherever, talking about, oh, I need more in tips. No, you need a better paying job. All right. So anyways, and that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe. Peace.